Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. My wife and I have been completely renovating this old stone house. It's been just over 2 years now, and we're starting to get to the fun stuff. We're starting to do some finished work. Hopefully you like the video and you decide you want to follow along. But let's get to this week's episode. We have a special guest today. Today's not a work day. I wanted to bring Sarah to the house to show her the ceiling and the hatchway door. And then we kind of were thinking about going in the barn and getting one of the really wide oak boards to see what it would look like on this, what's that called?
We're calling it the window desk.
A window desk? Take your guesses now for how wide these are. Do you want to guess?
No.
Hey, you're cheating. Okay, how wide?
26.
26? It's probably gonna be 22. How much is it?
It's 22.
22. The whole board is 12 foot long. How deep do you think this windowsill is? That's 24 to the sheetrock. They're not wide enough. We're back from shopping. I'm here by myself. Didn't do anything on the house today, so I just kind of felt like I had some time to come up here. I like taking my time with things. I think I'm gonna cut this windowsill first, mostly because this windowsill is 67 or so inches, and the other one in the other room is 61 inches. So say I cut this, and for whatever reason it doesn't fit, then technically I could learn from that miscut, cut it a little bit more, and get it fit to the other window. With wood like this that I'm using, I've only got one shot maybe to get it right. I'll try to explain what's going on here. I went downstairs and I got this. This is old flooring. This is a full inch. And my board here that I'm jointing onto is also an inch. I did all this in the dark with a flashlight, so I didn't show you, but I jointed my old board on my jointer, and I jointed this board, and then I cut it on my table saw at 1 3/4 inches. That should give me the thickness that I need. And now what I'm going to do is glue this. I might glue and I might screw it on there too. I'm not done sanding this, but I'm done today. It's gonna take a lot of sanding, I think, to get this to where I want it. But I am gonna put some water on it. It's not gonna hurt anything, but what it will do is it will darken the wood and kind of show me what it would look like if I was to poly it or put, you know, we tend to use oils, but I think we're gonna poly this so it gives it a nice protective finish and you don't get slivers or anything like that. I've got a special little method to get this into place. Oop, hold on. Couple things to talk about before I get going. This is the windowsill where I left it. Started thinking about it last night. There's a spot right here, and it was very punky. So when I had the wire brush going, it's very soft. Let me show you. It's very soft right there. At first, when I thought about this little spot, I was like, you know, I'll just sand it as good as I can. You know, get as much of the rotty wood away. And then I was just gonna fill it with like a wood filler, like a really good wood filler. But then I was thinking, man, you would see the wood fill right there. And you're not gonna see a lot of it because I'm gonna use trim around like this. There's gonna be a piece of trim. So the trim's gonna cover up probably that much. I have a couple different ways that I can fix it. And the other way would be to cut out the piece of wood, cut a square out of this, cut a square out of this, and then just glue it in there. And as long as I match the grain adequately well, you're always going to see the cut marks, the square. But I don't know, I think that's better than seeing like a big blob of wood filler. And another thing I wanted to show you here was this wood here. I took it home and I didn't sand it, but I cleaned it. I put some of this Elmer's rotten wood stabilizer on it, and I wanted to show you, if I can, what it looks like. You can see the rectangle right here where I didn't do it, and then I did it everywhere else. Look how weird that looks. How's that? The best way I can explain this is that, yes, it is a lot harder, but it's almost like a plastic feeling, and it honestly looks like fake wood to me now. So I'm not really too happy with this rotten wood stabilizer. I feel like I've seen this type of wood somewhere. And where I think I've seen it is, have you ever seen where people go out to the ocean? I guess they could go to any body of water. And you get driftwood, and then they refinish a piece of driftwood. That's a lot. That's exactly what it looks like. And driftwood's probably punky, so they probably use something like this. I have decided I am going to do this to the back side, to the under part of this windowsill, because I do feel like it really strengthens it. I just don't want someone to come in here and be like, huh, is that like a fake piece of wood? You know, and I don't want that thought to be in their head. Not that it probably ever would be. It almost looks like, can I say that it looks too good or too cool to be real? You know, it's just like, the texture that it has is just wild. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna cut the circle out of this, piece in something. I don't know. We'll find something else to do. This is where that rotten piece was, so I cut it out. I put in a solid piece, and now what I'll do is I'll sand that down. I really don't even think you're gonna be able to see that once it's sanded. But this other side is the one I wanted to see. Oh wow, it looks amazing, really. No one's ever gonna see this, but I thought it was important to put the wood stabilizer. It really protects it. It puts a really hard coat of epoxy or something. I don't know what it is really, but that won't keep breaking away, and I think that will be a lot stronger now. And when I'm done with that one, then I'll be doing this one for this windowsill, and then I've got this board still. This board right here is going to be cut up, and I'm going to be putting it in the windowsills. 1, 2, 3, and then the one in the bathroom. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is cut it up. I'm going to put a piece of this into each room up here. You see these big cracks? I think I'm going to put some bow ties or butterflies, whatever you want to call them. It's where you chisel the wood out and you put like this little bow tie. It kind of looks like it's holding the crack together. I think it'd be really special in a weird way to have a piece of that board in every single room. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?